Welcome to Kids Recall. In today's video, we'll be going through the 2022 animation family movie, DC League of Super Pets. It's time to recall. Let's get started. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. The movie begins with a baby Krypto, who is a Kryptonian Labrador, who is seen playing with his playmate Kal-El. But Kal-El is soon taken away by his parents to be put into a pod to escape the destruction of their planet. Krypto is held back but manages to slip from Jor-El, Kal's father, and rushes to join Kal in the escape pod. Kal's mother says to let them go because Kal will need a friend. As the escape pod leaves behind a crumbling planet, Kal begins to cry, but Krypto, being a good boy, comforts him. The scene then shifts to the present day on Earth, where Kal is snoring heavily. The two of them live in Metropolis as famous superheroes, Superman and Krypto the Super Dog. Krypto wants to go on a walk and tries multiple ways to wake up Superman, but he doesn't budge. That is until Krypto grabs him by the foot, dangling him upside down in the air, and then proceeds to drop him. This definitely wakes up Soups, and so the duo go on their morning walk, with Superman rubbing his eyes and Krypto ecstatically flying through the air over Metropolis. There's a montage of them fighting crime together and also having fun, making an unbeatable duo and best friends. One day, Superman flies all the way to Paris and gets a croissant for Lois Lane, who has just finished filming a news report in the park. As Superman and Lois try to get cozy, Krypto keeps jumping in between them. Superman brings out a Batman squishy toy known as Squeezy Bruce and throws it for Krypto to fetch. Krypto meets two local dogs who tell him that Superman is trying to get rid of him. Krypto refuses to believe them, saying that Soups would never do that as they are best friends. But one of the dogs explains that ever since his human got a fiancé, it's been over for him. While they're talking, Superman tells Lois that he loves her and they kiss, making Krypto watch in horror. He imagines Lois taking his place in Superman's life, and Lois notices Krypto looking left out and suggests that they might get him a new friend as well. The scene then shifts to a pet shelter, where we meet Ace, a boxer who's trying to escape the shelter. Boxer tells the other animals about an animal farm upstate, where they get unlimited fresh food and live together in peace and harmony. There is PB the pig, Chip the squirrel, Merton the turtle, and Lulu, a guinea pig who was raised in a lab and had some tests done to her, which led her to have some unanimal-like quirks, such as creating a ray of destruction, which the other animals dismiss. Kal, now in his Clark Kent identity as a reporter and journalist, leaves Krypto outside. Krypto puts on his own pair of glasses and introduces himself as Bart Kent to another dog as he tries to make small talk with a normal dog, but is clearly too odd to fit in. Meanwhile, Clark goes inside to find a new friend for Krypto, but as the shelter lady turns around to introduce him to Ace, Ace has snuck away. He tells his friends that he'll be back for them after dark and runs out into the alley and into Krypto. Krypto treats him normally until Ace tells him that he's in the middle of a prison break, and then Krypto jumps into action to stop him. The two of them banter until a guy comes to take away Ace, but not before Ace tells Krypto what his owner was doing inside a shelter. Again, Krypto refuses to believe that Clark would do anything like buy him a new friend, and at home, he is very indignant about being called not normal by Ace. Krypto uses the toilet and washes his hands, and later on joins Kal to read a book, and they hear a boom. They then use their supervision to see that something is going on at LexCorp, which is owned by their arch-nemesis, Lex Luthor. As Superman and Krypto rush over there, we find out that Lex has dragged a meteor towards the city, which is an orange kryptonite, supposed to give him powers, whereas the green kryptonite takes away Superman's powers. Superman and Krypto arrive, and a fight begins as Lex throws the meteor kryptonite over the city. Superman is soon joined by his friends, although Krypto calls them work friends at best, the Justice League, consisting of Aquaman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Batman. Lex manages to retrieve a broken piece of the kryptonite, but when he tries to fly while holding it, he falls down and is knocked out by Batman, who calls having superpowers overrated. As Superman appreciates Krypto for a job well done, we see the kryptonite going back into space. But a ray similar to Lex's grabs one of the smaller chunks and drags it back to Earth. This is done by Lulu from her cage. As the other animals get nervous in the presence of the orange kryptonite, Lulu explains that while she was in the lab, there was a human called Lex, and they worked together to figure out the various types of kryptonite. She says that after a lot of failed attempts, she knew the orange one would be different. But Krypto and Superman stormed the lab and freed the animals, placing Lulu in the shelter. And since then, she had gathered materials to build the Ray. She says that she figured out something that Lex didn't, and that it worked only on pets. She then breaks out of her cage, displays powers like telekinesis and levitation, and leaves the other animals behind. As the fire begins to spread, the animals try to escape. PB is the first to discover that she can change sizes and shrink smaller to get out of the cage. Ace discovers he has super strength, while Merton gets super speed, and Chip gets electrokinesis. Meanwhile, Krypto is making popcorn for some Thursday night TV, but Cal leaves for a date. But Cal is attacked by Lulu, who uses a shard of green kryptonite to bring him down. By the time Krypto realizes that something is amiss, he's eaten some kryptonite hidden in cheese and doesn't have any of his powers. He goes after some lightning he sees in the distance and comes across Ace and his group. He tries to recruit them for a rescue mission, but Ace doesn't want anything to do with Krypto. Krypto finds out about how Ace made up a farm to give them hope and promises Ace to take them to the farm he grew up in Smallville if they help him. Ace and the others agree. Meanwhile, Lulu goes on to find some guinea pigs to give powers to and recruit. As she gathers them, the Justice League arrives to fight the rodents. We shift back to Krypto and his new superhero team as Ace tracks where to go with his nose. The group eventually arrives where Lulu and her rodents are creating havoc, the Justice League having been captured and locked away somewhere. Krypto asks what powers everyone has, and PB explains Krypto's greatest power is a super paw punch. A power that is a curse as well because it will kill him as well. Krypto forces everyone to fight, but they are too untrained and are easily defeated. Krypto tries to attack Lulu, but she stops him and tells him that Superman is going to marry Lois without Krypto's knowledge, something which really hurts him. She then throws him all the way over to the Hall of Justice. We see a scene where Lois asks Luthor about Lulu, whom he does not initially recognize, but afterwards is proud of. The captured Justice League is kept at LexCorp, and they watch the news. Superman sees Krypto fighting Lulu and gains some hope that the dog might come to their rescue. Krypto's ragtag group of heroes regroup at the Hall of Justice, where the animals encourage Ace to go talk to a distraught Krypto. Ace follows their advice. He tells Krypto how he was once a part of a family that had a little girl. He was very loved, but one day the little girl was about to fall down a flight of stairs. He had to grab her by the arm to pull her back to safety, but the parents assumed that he had bitten her and gave him away. Krypto is shocked to hear that Ace doesn't have any regrets. Inspired, he leads the team into Wonder Woman's invisible jet to fly to Stryker's Island, where Lulu would go to free Lex. Unfortunately, they're attacked by a kitten Lulu has rescued from the shelter and given powers to. The kitten blasts rockets at them and they try to save themselves. They finally hide in a car where Krypto boosts everyone's confidence, telling PB that if she wants to be like Wonder Woman, she needs to be herself. He tells Chip not to be too scared and get lost in his head, and to Merton he gives some specs. The team finally gets that nudge to act like superheroes and work together to defeat the kitten. They make their way to Stryker's Island, where Lulu is one step ahead of them. She threatens to hurt Krypto, and everyone willingly locks themselves into cells. Then Lulu finally frees Lex, happy to be reunited with her owner, but Lex traps her in his cell and leaves, not willing to share the credit of capturing the Justice League with a rodent. Lulu feels abandoned and betrayed, and Krypto tries to get her to join their team, but she reveals that the League will be blown up in 28 minutes. She won't let Krypto have her owner if she can't have hers. She leaves with the help of her guinea pig goons and leaves. As the pet team tries to break out, Krypto accepts defeat, saying that there's nothing left to be done. He also regrets not being a good superhero and a good dog. He had promised Cal's parents to protect him, but failed to adjust because of his jealousy of Lois. He's sorry about everything and everyone else consoles him. He says that it's too late to do anything, but Chip points out that he is flying. Krypto's powers have returned, and he frees himself and his friends. But he tells them to stay put to stay out of harm's way, and goes to fight Lulu. He defeats the guinea pigs while Lulu captures Luthor and launches a rocket from the building. Krypto is about to go after it, but Lulu throws the helicopter carrying Lois far into the air. This forces Krypto to choose between the Justice League and Lois. Ace and the others arrive to fight, and Krypto is happy to see them. He decides to save Lois while telling his friends to go after Superman and the Justice League, saying that he trusts them. Ace and the others work together to help the League escape, and enraged, Lulu puts the orange kryptonite in her brain, becoming a giant monster. The Justice League and the pets team up to stop her. They try in vain to bring her down and realize she has become too powerful. Krypto decides to use the Solar Paw Punch, a move that can destroy any supervillain alongside the hero that uses it. Krypto tells Ace to look after Superman and flies away from Earth. He goes to the sun to absorb its rays as Ace's voice from earlier sounds in his mind, telling him that when you love someone, you do what's best for them, especially when it hurts. Once charged, he launches back towards Earth as Lulu is about to kill the pets and the League. Everyone watches in horror and awe as the attack removes the kryptonite from Lulu's brain, and two of her henchmen trap her in a hot dog stand. Krypto was ready to die in the aftermath, but Ace saves him from the blast by protecting his body from it as he is indestructible. Krypto gains consciousness and thanks Ace for what he did. And they bump paws in a display of camaraderie. Krypto spots Superman and rushes towards him, but Lois beats him to it and hugs Superman. At first, Krypto is hurt, but soon smiles and gives them some space. Lois excitedly tells Superman that Krypto saved her and that Krypto hears Superman call him a good boy. He turns around to see Superman call him, and they finally reconcile and hug. Superman apologizes for hurting him earlier and tells him that he will always be his best friend. Overjoyed, Krypto rushes to get the engagement ring Lulu had shown him earlier and gives it to Superman. Superman proposes to Lois right then and there, and she accepts. We then see the various pets being adopted by the Justice League. Chip goes to check on Green Lantern, and she picks him up and smiles at him. Merton and the Flash make up a witty and speedy duo. While PB goes to Wonder Woman and bows to her, Diana picks up the pig and says that she will be a great warrior and a cuddle buddy. Batman and Ace bond over their traumatic past and are initially hesitant to show affection when Ace jumps on Batman and they start playing around. Aquaman is sad about not having a pet when one of Lulu's guinea pigs, who has water powers, comes to him and starts licking his face. And finally, Cyborg adopts the fire-powered guinea pig. Sometime later, the pets form their own superhero team called the League of Super Pets. They all get their own costumes and band together to fight animal-related villains. In a post-credit scene, Krypto and Superman encounter Black Adam and his dog Anubis. And this is where the movie ends. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new movie recaps.